Here. Well, the head coach of Arizona State staying true to his Texas roots in El Paso tonight as the Sun Devils get ready to take on Duke in the Sun Bowl.
A huge challenge and a huge opportunity to come up with a monster win.
And the Duke coach giving ASU some credit tonight. The Blue Devils, they were up early today focusing on the game, now 4 days away. Both teams taking to social media, and so are you, telling visitors what they need to check out.
Sing carols, sing Christmas songs.
I'm listening to music.
Beat up on her. Or she beats up on me.
Yeah, you are also giving us some advice tonight on how to keep your cool during the shopping madness. And we asked for it, you delivered. Hard at work as part of our Storm Track weather team. Your pics and video tonight as other storms battering the U.S. Nichole.
Well, I am tracking very cool temperatures tomorrow morning, another cool day tomorrow, but changes to your Christmas Day forecast. Details in Storm Track weather.
It's all next on ABC-7 at 9. Get ready. You become part of the day's news right now.
That was an awesome welcoming. I've never experienced a thing like that, and it was great for our players to interact with all the people up there, and for us to be welcomed like that. It's going to be a great experience for us.
Well, Arizona State is taking El Paso by storm. The team arrived at El Paso International Airport this morning with ASU closer to El Paso than Duke. We're expecting to see those fans following suit in the next few days. Now, we actually have a picture from Taylor Kelly, the ASU quarterback, who you heard from right now. Now, he posted this picture on Twitter saying, "Blindside, off to El Paso, hashtag Sun Bowl." Hello, everybody. I'm Bob Harp. Thanks so much for joining us here on ABC-7 at 9 on the CW. And as always, I am joined by Nichole Gomez, our storm tracker. But, of course, I could not get through any of the feedback and comments without your opinion as well. Hello, Nichole.
Hello, Bob. This is the Borderlands' only newscast that gives you at home a chance to shape the stories of the day. And you do that through our social media network. Remember, hashtag KVIA.TV. Here's how you find us. We're at Facebook.com/KVIA.TV. On Instagram, follow us with the hashtag or photos KVIA.TV. And on Twitter, it's at ABC7 Breaking. Now, Bob, last night at 9, we showed a bunch of cool photos from fans and players.
Yeah, we did. Both the ASU and Duke teams, they are again storming social media tonight, Nichole. And of course, they're talking about El Paso.
That's right. And yes, they are. Check out this from Duke football manager Clark. Posted this on Twitter after the team's morning practice. Craziest practice I've ever experienced. Super windy, sunny, a little rain, a little snow, hashtag Sun Bowl. Hey, that's El Paso.
It is, and just checking our social media tonight, a lot of the fans from Duke, they're talking about our weather because, they got a little bit of cold, but the sunshine came back quickly, right?
They're not used to that, right?
Yeah, I know. So before we get to the dish on all the other stories tonight, Nichole, you actually have some weather that you're tracking right now, right?
Absolutely. I'm tracking cold temperatures, but before we talk about just how cold it's going to get tomorrow morning, take a look at this picture that Audrey sent us. East side today, we had flurries. This was around Tinseltown. Our storm tracker, Dan Martinez, actually sent us a video, too, of some of the flurries on the east side of town. But I want to show you the difference in temperatures from Monday's highs to today. Minus 21 degree drop in temperatures in El Paso, minus 16 Las Cruces, minus 19 Guadalupe Pass. So remember, that is the reason that we issued that first alert, because of the cold air that was expected, or that did move into the borderland today. But our highs today, 55 El Paso, 49 Las Cruces, 50 Alamogordo, and we're expecting very cold temperatures tomorrow morning, and it'll be another cool day tomorrow afternoon as well. Wednesday by 1 o'clock, notice our temperatures climbing to the 40s. So coming up tonight, we will talk about the very cold temperatures we're expecting tomorrow morning and the changes ahead for Christmas Day. That's all coming up, Bob.
All right, thanks so much for that, Nichole. We appreciate that. And, we just showed some viewer pictures. We love that you sent them to us just like we asked. Well, Dan Martinez, our storm tracker, on the weekends, he's never off weather duty, even though he's off work today. He used his cell phone to record some flurries, as Nichole was talking about. A reminder, you can do the same and become part of the Storm Track weather team. And remember, you're always part of that team. Email those pictures. The email address, pretty easy, weather@KVIA.com, or post them on our Facebook or Twitter page. And you can even check out some other pics that folks have sent us tonight, thanks to Audrey and Debbie. She sent us that second picture that we saw just a moment ago. All right, if you have to take part in all the shopping madness tonight or tomorrow, it's always a good idea to take a deep breath and stay calm, right? No matter how you look at it, though, you're going to pay the price for procrastinating. Tonight, ABC7's Jerry Nichole with a holiday traffic coverage report.
I was out and about earlier and heavy traffic was already starting to stress out some drivers, and some El Pasoans shared some tips for keeping cool and avoiding that holiday traffic headache.
Oh, pretty bad.
It's pretty bad?
Pretty bad.
From east to west, El Pasoans are feeling the holiday grind, checking their list only to learn that means a second trip back to the mall and no time to spare.
It's terrible.
Video we shot off of I-10 near Chula Vista Mall and the fairs shows just how bad traffic is this week.
How's the holiday traffic been?
Very busy. A lot of people everywhere. Traffic is crazy.
It's the same no matter where you need to go. If there's a store, there's a backup. And hey, there's also an app for that, at least for those of you traveling into El Paso from Mexico. A spokesman for the U.S. Customs says nearly 1,200 cars cross into El Paso every day during this time of year. To keep things moving, Customs has a new app which updates you on how long it'll take to cross to and from Mexico. It's quick, it's free, and it's easy to use. Plus, Customs is keeping all pedestrian and vehicle lanes open during peak holiday hours. So with all this holiday stress, it's important to find your way to keep your cool. Avoid that road rage. Folks caught in traffic were happy to share their therapeutic techniques.
Sing carols, sing Christmas songs.
I'm listening to music.
Beat up on her. Or she beats up on me.
Now, of course, we don't recommend anybody beating on anybody, but the music is the top choice for staying calm during the holidays. Reporting for ABC-7 at 9, I'm Jerry Nichole.
Oh, Jerry, you had to say that. Don't beat up on anybody, right? Hey, on Facebook tonight, Gloria posting Viscount near the fountains and near the turnoff for Walmart. I live around there and I have to go through the back streets to avoid it. It's crazy. Gloria, I agree. That is a crazy, crazy part of town and traffic-wise. Now, how do you keep your cool and avoid road rage while caught up in all the holiday gridlock? That's what we're asking tonight. So you can find this story on our Facebook page. And hey, if you have any tips for anybody to keep calm, let us know. And we have some other stories for you happening right now. You need to know this stuff before joining the social media talk. The big story up in Las Cruces today. Police identifying that gunman killed by police officers. This was after the hours-long standoff, and officials say he was 29-year-old Jose Salas. Police saying this started with a fight near the mall there, leading to a standoff near the Munson Senior Center. Officers saying Salas came out of a storm drain holding a gun. Then officers opened fire. 3 officers are now on administrative leave. Salas was killed. You also need to know tonight that federal health officials are now saying gay men should be allowed to donate blood. They say the nation's lifetime ban on blood donations from gay and bisexual men is no longer justified. The policy is dating back more than 30 years, and it's to the years when the AIDS crisis was just coming to light. Now, the Food and Drug Administration saying gay men should be allowed to donate their blood if they have not had sex in the past year. Now, we knew this when we get you going tonight on social media. Let's get to some of your comments. Christy is chiming in telling us this. That's messed up. As long as they pass the requirements, it shouldn't matter. Then Brian, he says this, restricting gay men that may be promiscuous, I think is not evil or racist. I would add heterosexuals that are promiscuous to that short list of people, but when in need of blood, beggars can't be choosers. And Carmina saying this, gay people were not the cause of HIV. That was determined years ago. There are straight women who sleep around with many men, which are worse than prostitutes. All right, also you need to know tonight, Sony Pictures reversing course, now saying that it will release the controversial film The Interview on Christmas Day. Last week, Sony pulled the movie's release because of threats from the same hackers who launched a cyber attack against the company's computers. We have not gotten any word that it will be shown in El Paso, but listen to this. The Star Max in Deming confirming tonight it will be showing that movie at 7 p.m. on Christmas Day, a second showing then at 9:55. On our Facebook, Chris and Veronica saying only place in the United States it will be showing is in Deming, New Mexico. Now, that's funny. Well, from Jair, not even close. It's playing in other theaters as well. Alamo Drafthouse is screening them. Vanessa saying, hey, small step, but better than not releasing it at all. Hashtag don't give in to bullies. Find it right now on our Facebook page. Let us know what you think. Now back to the 2014 Hyundai Sun Bowl. This is an exciting week. First, the Blue Devils from Duke. They came into town yesterday. Today, it was the Sun Devils stepping into the spotlight. ABC-7 was at El Paso International Airport this morning, welcoming the team to the Sun City. And as always, we saw a lot of mariachis, folklorico dancers, and of course a lot of ASU faithful. Some of the players looked kind of shocked to see such a welcoming party. But it really didn't take long for them to cut loose and soak in our hospitality.
But just enjoy all the activities that the Sun Bowl has for us, and to go out there and put a show on Saturday.
Texas is a place with great character and with big hearts. So just an incredible welcome. That's the best welcome. I've been to a lot of bowl games over 28 years of coaching, and best welcome we've had. But it doesn't surprise me one bit.
Well, the team did not have much time to celebrate. Shortly after getting into town, it was back to work. The ASU football team organization tweeted a picture from its practice this afternoon, simply saying, "In the trenches." And we were at the ASU practice as well in East El Paso. The team set up camp over at Montwood High School. Since it was later in the day, the Sun Devils actually got to warm up, literally. This was more like weather that they are used to playing in, at least getting some sunshine. As for Duke, the Blue Devils, they were already on the practice field this morning before ASU even made it to town. After a full night's rest, the coach, David Cutcliffe, wasted no time getting his guys ready, and they all say they look up to Anthony Boone and they need his direction.
So far, El Paso has showed us a lot of great hospitality, getting used to the different climate change, the different scenery. But so far so good. It's a culture shock. It's a change for us coming from North Carolina, but we're having a great time.
Now watch ABC-7 at 10 tonight for more on the Sun Bowl. We have Darren Hunt sitting in on the sports desk, and coming up in just a little bit. Okay, where you were telling visitors who are in town right now to go this week, and also an El Paso police officer, he's certainly taking things to a whole new level, showing support for at least one team, decorating his El Paso police bike. You got to see this coming up. We'll have a picture of that. That was tweeted just a little while ago. And remember how excited you were when you were a kid on Christmas morning opening up your gifts?
It's a Snuggie! I love it! It's a no-way water. I know!
Who would have thought a little girl would be so excited to open up a Snuggie? Well, we want to see your kids on Christmas morning. Make sure you have those smartphones out and cameras rolling. Then you can post them on our Facebook page or hashtag KVIA-TV. You can Instagram them to us, also KVIA-TV, and you can even send a link on Twitter. We will compile a list, and next week we'll have them on the air. Also, we're talking about travel news you need to hear. If you're traveling this week, link up to our social media network right now. We have constant weather updates because 2 nasty storms are hitting the U.S. Nichole, a very ugly situation on Christmas. It's very frightful.
And Bob, I'm tracking changes to our Christmas forecast as well. I have those details in Storm Track Weather.
You are ABC-7 or watching ABC-7 at 9. We'll be right back. Stay with us.